Guys, your boy is officially back walking, no boot, no crutches. So it's been a pretty mad week and quite a lot to update you on. So literally I'll start to walk round about, I'm gonna start walking without crutches round about Wednesday. So the Sunday before, I was literally sat down thinking, oh my god, this injury is never gonna heal. And then come Wednesday, it was just like boom. And then ever since Wednesday, I've just got progressively better and better and better. It was quite a crazy experience not being able to walk and not being able to move in the way that I normally could, because I'm not even gonna lie, it was a little bit depressing. And I only had a little minor injury and wasn't able to move for a few weeks, but even still it took it out of me, and it kind of made me like appreciate what people who are injured or are severely injured are going through, and what a lot of my clients are going through as well. So it was a real eye-opener. But yesterday I had a review with my surgeon. So I saw my surgeon yesterday and he checked out my ankle and said everything was all good, and I'm ready to start rehabbing now. So yeah, can see the end of the road ahead. So yeah, I said I can start rehabbing as normal, getting some therapy work done to it. So I'm gonna try and get some cryo on it tomorrow when I'm back in work, and then also see if I can see one of the therapists at Kinetics. So yesterday was actually my first day back at work, because it is the 12th of April. It was the 12th of April. So everything is now back open, so I was allowed to go back to work. So I managed to get through the day, luckily enough. Luckily, I had quite an easy day because a lot of my appointments were sitting down. But yeah, I managed to get through it all right. Obviously, I had the crutches to help me get about here and there. But today is the first day where I've not used any crutches, any walking boot, and I'm just walking fine. So ankle is getting there. So I'm just at home at the minute, and in fact, you know what I'll do? I'll show you my scar. So the big reveal. So there is my scar. It's actually healed pretty alright. I'm quite happy with that. So yeah, there's my scar and it's pretty much healed alright. So I spoke to the surgeon about that little funny pain that I was feeling here. So I was getting like a little bit of a sharp pain. So when I spoke to the surgeon about it, I told him that I was getting it here, and he said that I shouldn't really be getting any pain there at all. So then I told him that it wasn't really a pain, it was a weird feeling, I couldn't describe it. He says, is it quite sharp? And I said, yeah. And I said, is it tingling a bit? Yeah. He said, basically it's, that'll be the nerve. So if we look back at my ankle, here, it says there's a nerve that runs along here. Okay, and because there's still sort of a bit of swelling in this area, what's happening is it's compressing on that nerve and pushing it, which is why I'm getting that tingly feel then. But after he told me that, it made me a lot more confident about walking, because before I felt like when I was walking, something was going to snap and something was going to fall out of place. But ever since he told me that, I've realised now everything's fine, and it's given me a lot more confidence, and I'm walking a lot better now. So that's a good positive thing. Also, I spoke to the surgeon and asked him about how big the bone was, and he said that it was literally about the size of a thumbnail. So I've literally got a massive bit of my bone actually taken out, more than I thought actually. When I actually found out how much it was, it weirded me out a little bit to know that I've got a little bit of, that much bone missing, and said what they've done is they've packed it up with the tendons. So yeah, actually, come to think of it as well, the plot thickens of when I was in hospital. So I remember how I was telling the story about how I was speaking to Claire, and obviously I passed out, didn't know what was going off. Well, when I came home, my mum was asking me all these questions about the surgeon. I said, what did the surgeon say to you after? Did he say this? Did he say that? I said, you know what, Mum, to be honest, I didn't see him. He didn't come back in. I never saw him again. So it turns out after I saw my surgeon, he started to tell me how he actually came to see me, but I was too. No, he came to see me, and we had a full-on conversation about what he'd done and the surgery, and that actually I just completely forgot, and then just completely didn't know that I spoke to him. And he actually said, "Yeah, I thought he was conscious enough to talk, but I knew that he wouldn't have remembered anything that we said." So I actually had a full-on conversation with him without actually realizing. So yeah, I was fully conked out without even knowing. So yeah, apparently me and him had a full-on conversation, but in between the nurse waking me up and then taking me back to my room. So yeah. So that is it for today. As I said, tomorrow I'm back in at work, so it's going to be interesting to see how much I've improved, and I'm going to try and get some cryotherapy on it, because now I can get some cryo on the ankle, and then hopefully I can get myself booked in with either Tom or Megan at Kinetics. So everything's all going good so far, so I'll see you tomorrow. Also, I can't even begin to tell you how good it was to get the massive bandage taken off my foot, because it was kind of weird, because ever since I got the big bandage taken off, I started walking a lot better, because when I had the smaller bandage off and went on, and when I took it off completely, I was actually able to feel where my ankle was, whereas when I was in when I had the big bandage on, I couldn't feel where my ankle was at all, and it was weird because it felt like something in my ankle was going to snap then as well, or something had detached, but in actuality it was my foot moving about inside the bandage. Because it was rubbing up against the bandage, it felt like it wasn't part of my foot, even though it wasn't at the same time. So but yeah, it's much better now that I've got the bandage taken off, so onwards and upwards. Hopefully not too much longer now before I'm back on my feet. So guys, I am literally just at work, just finished my shift, and now I've finally got a chance to do a little bit of cryo on the ankle, so I'm gonna get some of that on right now. So we're gonna switch the machine back on. Yeah, get that ankle setting up, and we're good to go. So while the machine is prepping, just prepping the machine, I'm gonna start to gel up my ankle. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of the activator gel on, just to make the treatment a little bit more enhanced and effective. So my ankle's been alright. I've been trying to get in for a bit of cryo for, well, all week pretty much, but it's just not been able, I'm not been able to manage it. So yeah, I've just not been able to manage it, and it's actually a little pretty swollen today. So I tried to get in at the beginning of the week, on Monday, because it was the first day back and I was so tired I wanted to get home. I didn't end up actually doing it. And then on Wednesday I actually had to meet somebody after work, so I literally had to rush off again. So it's actually Friday now, and I'm only just getting a chance to actually do it. So hopefully I can get this on, get the recovery going, get the recovery speeded up, and be back on my feet in no time. So prepping my ankle with the gel. So I don't know if you can actually see, but it's actually pretty swollen today. It's a little bit swollen. So I'm hoping to use the cryo to just basically take that swelling down. And yeah, just help with the recovery and get me back on my feet a lot quicker. So just getting a little bit of cryo in, getting that nitrogen on there, just to help reduce that swelling and reduce that inflammation. It's been a while since I've had some cryo done on myself, but yeah, it's always good when I get a little quick session in. So I'm hoping now this will sort me out for the rest of the week. So I'm literally gonna do that second dose, get that second blast of cryo on there, and then head home. So obviously it's been quite a busy day today, and I literally just wanted to get off and get home straight away, but I mean, you gotta look after your injuries at the end of the day. Sometimes it's hard to be disciplined and sort of stick to it and be like, yeah, I'm gonna practice what I preach and stay a bit after work, after you finish, when you just want to go home. But I'm realising as I get older and as I get a little bit more injuries that it's vital that you look after it and do everything you can in your power to sort of speed up your recovery and make sure everything heals right. So yeah, just going to quickly get this on, second little blast, and then finish up and go home. So yeah, I've got just under a minute left. I swear to God, you forget how cold this is. Literally, my ankle feels like ice. It's about to drop off, but it's all worth it, all beneficial. It's all doing it good. So, finished the cryo session. Ankle already feels loads better. It's weird when you get some cryo because it feels like I've literally just got a brand new ankle. Like I can't feel my ankle at all, man. So wicked. I know what they say, don't get high on your own supply, but I think this time it was definitely needed and definitely worth it. So now time to head home, chill out, and wait until next week. See you next week.